Someone called me with Ashvera Shaila. He ordered, Instacart or one of these deliveries, and he ordered. He wanted to know if I know what an impossible burger is. B'mikre punkt, I know what it is. Not that I like it or eat it, but it's a part of a sort of Michael that looks like a burger, supposed to taste like a burger, and you can feel like you're eating a burger, and really you're healthy and you're parav, etc. So apparently they also make impossible chicken, fake chicken. So he ordered online, Instacart, impossible chicken nuggets, I guess from the company Impossible or a different company, and ordered them. And he made them, put them in a tin pan, and put them in the oven. And apparently, at some point, after eating them, whenever it was, realized that there's no hechsher. So called up the machshir of this company and asked them, why don't they give a hechsher on these chicken nuggets? He says, we don't give a hechsher on any of the chicken nuggets because they're actually made in treif kelim, and therefore it's treif gomer, and you can't eat them. So now he wants to know the shaila, what's the story with his oven? And everything was given on plastic. So Baruch Hashem, we didn't have to deal with the shaila of the dishes. The shaila was more of the oven, which you'll see soon is an easier shaila. I asked him, by the way, the ones that if you would have bought them with a hechsher, they're breaded, you told me, because I asked him, he said they were breaded. I said the breadcrumbs are probably not pas Yisrael anyways, so you really can't rely on buying them, even if they had a hechsher. He says, emes, and they don't give a hechsher on any of the chicken nuggets that are breaded. So it was literally a mistake. I thought it was the same company, so I thought it was kosher. Anyways, so the shaila really becomes, he warmed them up in the oven, uncovered, because it probably tastes better when they're uncovered. And the shaila is, does the zeiah from these chicken nuggets aser or go into the oven? He put it in a tin pan and he put it on the oven rack. So beside the oven rack, the pashtus, b'di'evet, there's a klal in Shulchan Aruch that shtei k'deiros noige zu bezu are not oiseh b'di'evet, which means that if you take a pot, let's say a fleshke pot, and you put it on a milchke counter, even if they're both hot, if there's no liquid in between, b'di'evet, there's no shaila, because two k'deiros touching each other doesn't take out time. Another lashon is ein kli oisa kli beloy roitev. A kli can't aser a kli beloy roitev. Because you need roitev, you need liquid to schlep out tam from a keli or a food. Lav dafke roitev. A Michael could schlep out tam because Michael does schlep out, but not a kli. So therefore, the fact that he put the tin pan on the rack, if the rack was clean, bepashtas it was clean. So the oven, at least the rack, is not a shaila. The shaila is now do these chicken nuggets create zeiah to be able to go into the oven and aser the oven. So first of all, there's a variety between the poskim of how wet a Michael has to be to create zeiah, all the way from rubai liquid, all the way to egg on challah creates zeiah. So these chicken nuggets would somehow fall in between. There certainly would be poskim that would say chicken nuggets is considered dry, it's a davar yovish, and therefore there's not enough zeiah, or there is no zeiah enough to go into the oven. Reiche, let's assume maybe reach from the chicken nugget. So reiche is certainly lav milsa b'di'evet. Reiche is not a problem b'di'evet. Ubefrat, it's possible, and I'm not going to say for sure because I didn't see them, but the actual chicken was covered with the breadcrumbs. It could be considered mechusa bebotzik, which is even enough. Just covering with dough is enough to cover for the reiche purposes. But for zeiah purposes, l'chayra, it's dry, and there's no tam or no zeiah going from the actual chicken into the oven. It could be because it's breaded, so it makes it a little bit moist. So it could be. So the pashtus, the din should be that if you're able to, certainly kasher the oven, if you have a self-cleaning oven, kasher with a self-cleaning oven, and even if not, in this case where the pashtus, there's really no zeiah that goes into the oven, turn it on the highest for a long time, on broil, for let's say for half an hour or 40 minutes, will certainly kasher out the oven, because it's not a real situation of zeiah, because it's covered, and the bread itself doesn't create zeiah, so the oven would be okay. But otherwise, it would be a serious shaila when you sometimes order the wrong product and it turns out that it's not kosher, and if they would have eaten it on real dishes, that would create a serious shaila, because it would mamish be touching the dish and the tam would go in.